Welcome to the DIY Home Cook. On this channel, I will teach you how to be a do-it-yourself home cook, making easy, delicious recipes every week. Please take a minute to like and subscribe to my channel. Today I'm making breakfast, 2 types of sausage pancake muffins. The first one is a sweet version, and the second is a savory version. At the end of this video, as a bonus, I will show you how to make a DIY version of Bisque baking mix. Let's get started with the sweet pancake sausage muffin. This easy recipe uses simple ingredients. First, we need to preheat the oven to 350 degrees. Next, we need to prepare the muffin tin by spraying it with a neutral non-stick cooking spray. If you have muffin liners, you can use those instead of spraying the muffin tin. Set the pan to the side. In a medium skillet, I will add 1 pound of breakfast sausage. I'm using Jimmy Dean, but you can use whatever breakfast sausage you like. The sausage needs to be smushed into very small pieces. You want to make sure that you get a bite of sausage in every muffin. I always cook the sausage and brown the sausage first because the sausage needs to cool down before it can be added to the muffin mix. Why pancake muffins? Pancake muffins are a fun, quick, and portable breakfast for on the go or for a quick snack. These pancake muffins are great for prepping a quick breakfast. Skip the drive-thru and save some time and money. These pancake-style muffins can be made in big batches and frozen for convenience. Just take one out of the freezer, pop it into the microwave, and boom, you're off to the races. A homemade breakfast to sit and enjoy or to take with you on the road. This recipe makes about 24 muffins. In a medium bowl, I will add all of the dry ingredients. 2 cups of flour, 1/4 cup of sugar, 1 tablespoon of baking powder, 1 teaspoon of salt, 1/2 teaspoon of ground cinnamon, 1/4 teaspoon of ground nutmeg. You can either mix or sift these ingredients together. We will set this bowl aside, and in a medium bowl, we will add all of our wet ingredients. To that medium bowl, we are going to add 2 cups of milk, 1 large room temperature egg, 2 tablespoons of honey, 2 tablespoons of a neutral oil. I'm using avocado oil, but you can also use vegetable oil. Whisk all of the wet ingredients together. Now we're going to add the wet ingredients to the dry ingredients, and we're going to mix this together slightly, and then we will add all of our cooked sausage crumbles to the batter. We are going to stir this until combined, and be sure not to over mix. Once it's combined, we're going to fill up our muffin tins 2/3 of the way full. I'm using my ice cream scoop. It does almost the perfect amount. Once every muffin is full, we are going to place this into our preheated 350 degree oven, and we will be baking these for approximately 18 to 20 minutes. In 18 minutes, I will check it with a toothpick. If my toothpick comes out clean, I know my muffins are done. If not, I know I have to add it for the extra 2 minutes. Once they're out of the oven, I let them slightly cool, and then I always use a butter knife to run around the edges, and it helps to pop them out to put onto the baking rack. These muffins you can top with any of your toppings that you normally put on your pancakes, and enjoy. Next, for our savory pancake muffin recipe, we're going to start by prepping our pan with a non-stick cooking spray, or you can also use the muffin liners. For this recipe, I'm cutting an onion. The onion is optional. I like the flavor of the onion, and I also like my onion cooked. So I will be cutting this into small pieces, and I will also then be adding this when we cook our breakfast sausage. Again, this onion is an optional ingredient. We need to grate some cheese for this recipe. I'm using a Colby Monterey Jack mix, but you can use any cheese that you would like. We'll set our grated cheese to the side, and we're going to add 1 pound of breakfast sausage and our onions to the skillet. Again, we need to cook this mixture first because we need this to cool down before we add it to our completed mix. Make sure you get in there and smush all of that sausage into really small bits and pieces. In a medium bowl, we're going to add 1 cup of Bisque and 4 room temperature eggs. We will add about 1 cup of cheddar cheese, and again, I'm measuring from the heart. Give this a stir, and then we're going to add our cold sausage and onion mixture. We're going to give this a stir. We're going to mix it together. And we are going to fill our muffin tin, each cup 2/3 full with the batter. Once each muffin cup is filled, we are going to top with some extra cheddar cheese. Again, I'm using a cheddar Monterey Jack blend, but you can use cheddar cheese, mozzarella cheese, Swiss cheese, whatever cheese you like, American cheese. We are then going to bake these, put these into our preheated 350-degree oven. We are going to bake these for 18 to 20 minutes. We're going to check after 18 minutes, and if our toothpick comes out clean, then we know that it is time to take our muffins out. If not, we will cook it for the additional 2 minutes and recheck. Once they're completely cooked, I take them out of the oven. I let them cool for a few minutes, and then I always take a butter knife around the edges to help if there's any sticking, especially with these ones with the cheese. And the butter knife also helps me to pop them out easy and to put them on our cooling rack. You can serve these warm or cool. And if you are planning on freezing these, make sure you cool them completely before you put them into a bag. Our DIY Bisque. For our DIY Bisque, we're just going to use some simple ingredients. Why make DIY Bisque? You leave all of the preservatives and the extra ingredients at the store, and you know exactly what's in it. So we're going to take 2.5 cups of flour, 2 tablespoons of baking powder, 1 tablespoon of sugar, a half a teaspoon of salt, and a half a cup of cold butter. The butter we will cut into pieces, and we're going to add this to our food processor. Once all the ingredients are once all the ingredients are in the food processor, we're going to pulse it until everything is nice and crumbly. If you don't have a food processor, no worries. Mix all of the dry ingredients together and add the cold butter pieces. You can use a pastry blender, fork, or your hands to crumble the batter into small crumbles with the flour mixture. The Bisque baking mix can be stored in an airtight container in the refrigerator, or you can freeze it. Thank you so much for watching. Please like and subscribe to this channel. If you have any questions, comments, please comment below. I hope you give these recipes a try and let me know what you think. Thanks again, and I'll see you next week on the DIY Home Cook.